All right, everyone. Welcome to our second ghost hunt of the year, or at least one that we're filming. Would you like to tell them where we are, Kim?
We are at the Gill House in Galion, Ohio. And it's kind of weird because, you haven't actually seen this house on any major ghost hunting shows.
Right. There's been a lot of YouTubers that have done it, but
Yeah. And we have actually been here quite a few years ago. We really don't remember much about our experiences, so it's going to be kind of new to us. But I do remember we did have some stuff happen. We had some knocks and noises and stuff. And actually, while we were doing our tour, we actually had a few things happen.
right.
I actually got whistled at. And we were taking some B-roll for the opening shots. And we heard a creepy laugh that sounded like a toy or something.
We looked around for the toy, but we couldn't find it anywhere, and we actually asked. Ooh, some motorcycles going by. We asked the lady, there's a lady that's going to stay with us the entire night, so we don't have the building completely to ourselves, but it's just one other person. And she said there is no other toy or anything that makes that, so I don't know what it was.
Yeah, so we're excited. It's always good when we get stuff right away, you know? Sometimes you go into a place and nothing happens, and that's pretty much like the whole night. So hopefully we'll get some cool stuff. So this place is actually pretty neat if you look.
Yes, I can kind of back up here. We're using new wireless mics, so hopefully it sounds good. So
Yeah.
Kim's audio levels will be the same, regardless where I'm pointing. But yes, it is an old building with a lot of history. I don't know how much of the history we're going to detail out, because there's a lot, and I'm sure you're here mainly for the ghost hunt, but
Yeah. I mean, basically, this isn't actually the original house that was on this property. There's actually been two houses before this one. And this is just the final one that, the last people that owned it lived in. Yeah.
so I think what we'll do is we're going to do a little bit of a daytime tour. We still have daylight. Kim will walk around and we'll kind of talk about some just different things and kind of show you around the house so you get a cool view of it outside of just us sitting in a room asking spirits to talk to us. And maybe something else will happen to us while we're actually rolling with audio this time.
Right. All right, so we are inside the Gill House. And this place is actually pretty grand
Yeah.
for its day when it was built. The people who built it were kind of like the pillars of the community and such like that. The main person was actually kind of a man of industry, because they did have a factory here that they were making, what was it, wagon wheels? Yeah, wagon wheels. And the railroad went through here and a bunch of other stuff. So this house is very fancy and, yeah.
Right. Well, I would say the
Huge.
piece de resistance is definitely the staircase, which you probably already seen in the intro, but
Yes, they actually have a lot of people do their homecoming and prom pictures here. I do
Really?
see that a lot. Yes,
That
they will
would-
have their picture taken on the staircase and stuff.
and we currently have a REM pod and a little cat ball on there. And we don't know exactly what it was, but when Kim was, because you go down over here to go to the restroom, when she was going to the restroom, we don't know where it came from, but one of these little tiles landed right down there on the carpet, so I don't know how it fell off. We didn't actually see it fall, just heard it, and it was behind her. This over here is like the dining room. Has this really cool dome ceiling, which they said they believe used to be like a sky painting. And some awesome neon lights that are made with mercury.
Yeah, so
Those will be replaced.
they probably don't light those very often because death.
And these were the Gills, right?
Yes.
And they believe that, which man was it? Was it this one?
The guy on the far right, I believe he said.
They think is Henry Ford. So that's pretty cool. They said that anyone between, was it I don't know, it's 1800s, like 1950s at some point was in
Yeah,
this,
like late
if they had anything in bio.
1800s, 1950s or so. Pretty much anyone who was anyone stopped here from, Henry Ford to, I believe they said Edison. Mark Twain may have actually stopped here at one point. They even said a Native American may have actually literally rode into town and visited this house as well.
And something that's interesting is they said they don't really know exactly why the place might be haunted because there's only one known death.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about when we get to that room, but yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Because he said these light fixtures were original, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but the chandeliers aren't, but these are, and you can see
yeah.
they're just really ornate and
Make sure you get the ones that are down here, because I remember
Which
these
ones?
ones.
Oh yes, I actually do remember this. Because I have a picture of this actually that I find every once in a while. Oh, camera lost focus, but it's like a little old man's face. That's really cool.
His tongue's sticking out. That's so funny. We're in the room that is known as the Blue Room.
I wonder why.
Obviously. And these are actually some of the blueprints for the house. The house actually is not the same as it was designed. They built the foundation, and the architect or the builder built the house and let the foundation kind of settle for a little bit before he started building the main thing. And they decided to change the architecture of the house after the foundation was already made. So in the basement, there's actually like a curved wall on the one side that doesn't need to be there,
Right.
because the wall is straight. So that's kind of cool. And then this fireplace is actually different. This wall is like a completely different wall. And they think that something might have happened to the actual fireplace and they had to rebuild it. Because you can actually tell in some of the building structures and stuff where you can see the brick, that the bricks are actually slightly different. The one really cool thing about the Gill House is they have a lot of really cool fireplaces. Like, if you look at this one, it's got like iron.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they painted over it, so it doesn't have its same like coolness, but eventually they want to try to restore it. And then this is what was known as the library, which is pretty cool. I think this would be a really cool library.
Yeah. It has the cool like little bench thing over here. You could sit there and read your books and whatnot. You just turn the light switch on probably. Turn it off.
I'm like, yuck.
But yeah, this is the kitchen. A lot of it was from the 50s, but I think he said the cupboards up there are original. No? Or from the...
Yeah, those are original cupboards. These are not. And that little thing there is like just a donation that they have no clue what it is.
Oh, yeah, this. This is this like cabinet thing. But what did he say this was originally for?
This was actually a pass-through that they would use back in the day when they would have ice boxes.
Yeah.
And the person that delivered ice would put it there, and then they could pull it through and put it in their ice box.
And then this fridge over here actually is functioning, he said, that is from the 50s, which is really cool. Was there anything interesting on this floor, or?
Well, they are actually trying to restore the original
yes.
wood in the house, and this is actually a work in progress. If you could see, a lot of the doors and stuff like that were painted like a really kind of gross color, and they are slowly restoring it. Actually, in this room over here is a bunch of like paint thinner and things like that, and they have people coming in and actually with fine-tooth dental tools cleaning these things up.
Yeah, because actually in the dining room we were in earlier, it used to be all painted, but they did strip all of that because it was oak, he said, right?
Yeah.
It's like really nice wood that they painted over, which was like a big thing. Early 1900s, I think, is maybe when they, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they used to love to paint stuff, which
Right.
was awful. It's a sin.
It is a sin.
And one thing that he showed us when taking the tour, we are on the stairs at the moment. But if you, let me see if I can get this on camera. If you look down, if I can get this thing to turn, it actually goes, what did he call it? It's like a completely open stairway.
Yeah, it's an open stairway.
Right, which technically, well, not technically, you can't build houses that way anymore because it's a fire hazard. So it's interesting that it goes all the way up. Now, quickly, me and Kim were up here doing the B-roll. She was talking about that earlier, and we were in the room. We were like right over here, and we heard what sounded like someone going behind us. We don't know if it was a toy or what it was, but it was certainly creepy.
Yes.
But I want to show them the thing about the doors, which is really cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. So let's go out here. So apparently these doors are not actually wood,
Right, they're not.
It's actually painted. And if you look very carefully, the artist who painted these put some little artistic touches in there.
So there's a mushroom, and there's a dog head, and then on this one, over here, I think it's an owl. Yep, there's the owl. The light's kind of glaring, but you can see there's the owl. And then right there is the head of a horse. I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Now this is one of the bedrooms that we mentioned earlier. And you can see this room has some damage to it on the ceiling and stuff.
Yeah, and this is actually the room that somebody actually did pass away in. This was known as like a mother-in-law suite. This was the bedroom for the mother-in-law, and she did actually pass away here, but she was like 86 years old, and it wasn't it was in her sleep and everything like that. Nothing happened to her maliciously or anything like that. So that's the only recorded death that is actually in this house. So they don't really know why it's haunted.
Yeah, which is interesting as to why it would be haunted, but there's been a lot of reports of a lot of things that happen. Also, I wonder if you look all the way down here, I don't think my camera will focus on it, but there's a mirror there. You can see my light. Wonder how many times people see themselves and think it's a ghost passing through because of how far it is.
Maybe.
Something
it is pretty
else
cool.
that's really interesting is this actually. This window does not go outside, but it goes. Yeah, sorry, my camera's having a really hard time focusing on things. It's a new lens there. And you can see it leads down to the staircase. And this wall over here, you can see that the railing actually goes into the wall. And that's because they had this house separated for the mom, he said, right?
Yes.
Because you can see that the railing continues.
Yeah, the last people that actually occupied this, well, second to last, I believe, they, the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law did not like each other at all. And so when they built the house, or when they came in possession of the house, they decided to build like a separate entrance for the mother-in-law.
Right.
So
which is that door right
Yeah.
down there.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is really weird because he said the place had how many baths?
It's got 2.5 baths.
Yes. So this room has the half bath. So it's really weird. You see, oh look, there's the sink, but this is just a bedroom. So it is in here. So you have to go through this closet, and then in here is actually the toilet. And I guess they don't really know for sure why on earth The toilet would be through a closet, and the sink would be on the other side of the room.
They said it was some sort of European thing where you're supposed to do your business one place and then wash up in another, but
that's
it
their
never
best
really
guess.
Yeah, it never really caught on in the US, so it was just kind of like a oh well thing. This was the mother-in-law suite living room. And I mean, this is a huge living room.
Yeah, it really is.
And actually, this originally, when this building was built, this was actually 2 rooms. And up in the ceiling, you can still see remnants of where there was a wall, but it wasn't there very long. So, but yeah. And if you notice, I don't know if he's getting any of these in the shots, there's phones in like every room.
Yeah, there is phones in like every room.
Apparently, he would do business. The owners would do business here, and he had 6 phone lines connected to the house. None of them are connected anymore, but there are phones all over. So hopefully none of these phones go off. I mean, if they do, that would be cool.
Yeah, well, it should be impossible for them to go off.
Yeah, but I mean, it hasn't been unheard of, so.
Now, he did show us this, which is kind of cool. It's the closest thing he said is the Gill House has to a secret passageway, which, so this is the closet. And as you see, there's like a hole in the closet, or a door in the closet. You go in this tight little space, and you turn through here, and this leads you to the master bedroom, which is also oval because it's above the dining room.
Yes.
Which is terrible for furniture.
Yes, but it was nice because they said that the architecture actually pretty much pinpointed where you're going to put your bed.
Right, and charge them extra
Right
for
there.
it. Yeah.
Because, I mean, you obviously can't put it between those. You can't put it there. It's going to look wonky. So this is pretty much your best place to put it.
Yep. All right, so now me and Kim are in the attic. Now this is supposed to be one of the more active spots, correct?
Yes. Actually, I guess over in that corner there's a chair. And it's supposed to be the angry corner.
Which corner?
The corner right over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Apparently people like to swear at you and call you names and stuff like that, so.
We'll definitely have to sit in the chair and see if we can get any responses then. All right, and now we're down in the basement, everyone's favorite place. And the woman that's staying with us said that she thinks this is the most active. Now, again, we weren't really told of pretty much any activity. They didn't really tell us anything that happens here.
No, they were kind of vague with it. So we're just going to kind of see what we get. I mean, I do remember vaguely like them talking about like whistles and audio things and maybe some shadow play and stuff like that. I mean, that's pretty much what you get at like every place. So hopefully we'll get some of that today.
Yep, hopefully. But he told us not to go over there because he said mud will be up to her ankle.
Yeah.
There is a little sidewalk there you can walk, which is funny because I just noticed this. There's a little chair at the very end, I guess, in case you want to sit alone in the mud pit.
And sit in the mud pit, yay.
Right? But we're going to go get ready, and then we shall start the ghost hunting.
Yay.
Okay, so me and Kim are going to do something we actually usually don't do, is we're going to kind of start where we set up our little base camp, which is the dining room, because there's supposed to be activity and stuff in here as well. Now again, we don't really know what, but we were told that there is activity. All right, well, is there anybody here with us right now that would like to speak? My name is Josh.
My name's Kim. Do you think you could tell us your name? We have a bunch of light up devices here. Nothing's gonna harm you. But if you walk up to any of these little bright lights that are all around, they'll light up, make some noises, and it'll let us know that you're here with us. If you're not in the room with us, if you come into the doorway, that little device right there, if you get really close to it, it'll make a bunch of light up and it'll make a bunch of noises, and we can know that you came in. So if you want to join us, please do. We'd love to sit and chat with you. Are any of the Gills here right with us right now? Do you think you could make a noise or touch one of our...
What's that?
What was that? Do you think you could make a noise or touch one of our... You didn't hear that?
No, I did hear that.
If that was you, could you say that louder for me? Okay, what did you think it sounded like?
Yeah, I don't know if I think it sounded like anything in particular. It sounded like,
Because I have my thing going on my phone and it says kitty.
It sounded like a meow.
And it sounded like a meow.
No, for sure sounded like a meow. That's really weird either
That's
way.
really...
Yeah, show that. What is, it's like one of those like, let's see if I can focus on it.
It's one of those word generator things.
Basically
it's supposed to be like an obulus. Yeah. And yeah, we got the word kitty and we just heard a weird noise. Hopefully we caught it on a camera or on a recorder.
All right, so now we are going to attempt to use the trusty old ghost box here. So prepare your ears here, children. Things are about to get loud. Oh. I'll turn it down a little bit. So it's also funny, me and Kim are having issues with the spirit box where the volume just is not working, and the little thing on Kim's phone again, hold it up to the screen, because we heard the meow earlier and then it said cat or whatever. Didn't it say cat or say meow?
It said kitty.
Kitty. And now it says broken right when the good old spirit box here is broken. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, that is strange. Didn't it do something else as well? What did it say? Oh, Kim wanted me to turn on the fluorescent bulbs or whatever. And what did you say it said?
Oh, I was talking about how the REM
tubes?
pod wasn't going to hurt them. It was actually a lot safer than the tube lights that are going up there. And this thing said tube.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, currently we're trying to figure out how to make this stupid spirit box work. Well, it's still obnoxiously loud, but we're going to attempt again. So, yes, if there's anybody here that would like to speak with us right now, can you tell us your name?
Can you tell me the name of somebody that lived in this house? Do you like when people come to this house and talk to you like this? Do you like how they're restoring the house? Is there something in particular you want them to fix? How many spirits are in this house right now? I swear I thought it said 10, but... If there's 10 spirits here, say yes.
Now me and Kim are on the second floor, so upstairs, in the middle room here where they would have like the table of what they said to be like food and stuff like that in the middle that the different families could come, or the guests could come get.
Yeah, they had like a couch here and then like a table, and they would put like food or flowers or stuff like that, just so people could, you know, kind of conjugate before they went to bed or whatever.
Right. If you get close to the screen light, it'll light up a bunch of different colors as well. If you're with us, if you could get close to either one of those to let us know, and then maybe we can have a conversation with you.
I hear this was kind of like a meeting area. We'd like to meet with you. You want to come in and have a chat? We came in a modern version of Henry Ford's cars, his automobiles, his horseless carriages. We heard that he visited here. We also heard a president came here. Is that true? We also heard a president came here. Is that true? If I'm wrong, can you touch that little antenna? I'm going to name some presidents. Was it Taft? Was it McKinley? Was it Pierce? If you don't like us being in this room, can you make a noise or touch one of these devices? If you don't like us being in this room, can you make... If you don't like us... And let us know and we'll move on. We'll go someplace else.
All right, so now me and Kim are in the attic. Now this is supposed to be one of the heavier areas for activity. Let me make my way over to the creepy little chair over here. What's supposed to happen in the creepy chair, Kim?
It's just supposed to be a very negative corner.
Okay, I'll sit there. You said like cursing and stuff like that?
Yeah, supposed to get like EVPs of people swearing at you.
Well.
Oh. So.
And again, there's a lot of road noise here, but me and Kim are in the attic now. Is there anybody up here with us that would like to communicate? And you will hear the screeching.
Yes.
Squeaking of a vent that's in the ceiling as well.
If you watched our video from, what was that, Randolph?
Yes.
We thought it was
It's
a tricycle.
Yeah, there's like a little kid's tricycle. Go watch that video. It's a cool place, but
Yes.
And it was just a squeaking vent in the
Yeah,
also in the attic. Yeah.
We were very disappointed when it was revealed that it was the squeaky vent. So.
But if there's anybody up here with us right now, do you want to communicate? We hear you like a good swear word here and there. Would you like to give us one?
Yeah, I like swear words too. What's your favorite one? Can you say it really loud into that little microphone that's over there? While you're at it, touch that little device there. It'll let us know you're here.
What'd you do for work? Did you come here for parties?
Did you like to drink? What's your alcohol of choice?
I like rum. What do you like? Whiskey? Do you like whiskey?
How about wine? Do you like wine?
Me and Kim really like wine.
Yeah, we're big fans of wine.
Yeah. All right, so me and Kim are going to once again try the spirit box, see if we get any better response from that.
Oh, now it's quiet. All right.
So if you were talking to us before, we couldn't hear what you're saying, but this box will let us hopefully hear what you're trying to say to us in real time. So is there anybody here right now that would like to talk to us? Is there somebody here that wants to talk to us? We were asking you earlier, what's your favorite swear word? Can you tell us now?
I do like the S word very much, especially when I'm a little inebriated.
That's not Kim's favorite word when she's drunk, though.
No. My favorite word is the F word. Do you know what word I'm talking about?
All right. Me and Kimifer are now in the basement. And we're going to do basement shit.
Do basement shit. Oh,
got the cat ball. I got rid of the stabilizer. So if the shots aren't stable, that's because they're not going to be, because I'm not using the stabilizer because I got tired of dealing with it. And so now I'm just using handheld. But that's okay. All right, I think I'm going to go sit. You sit here, Kim, because I want to hear you. And I'm going to come over here and sit in this creepy little corner.
You could do something for us? We really like your house. Seems really quiet, though. Doesn't seem like a lot of people want to talk to us. Did you used to live in this house? Did you work for the railroad?
I'm going to move over.
Josh is coming back. Do you think you could give him a fanfare? Set one of these things off?
What if I walk in another room here? Maybe you want to, like, push Kim down or something fun?
No, don't do that. Push Josh.
That's fine.
Touch him.
That's also fine. What's back here? This is creepy.
Do you like when people come to this house? I think that was outside talking.
I didn't hear anything.
I heard something, but I think it might have been outside.
If it was you, can you say it again?
Like, I really feel like, I don't know, it's like they're just very, like, standoffish right now.
Okay, so now me and Kim are on the stairway. And we're going to do some ghost hunting. Because that's what we're here to do.
We're just going to do some ghost hunting.
Yeah. And just a better look at what we talked about in the day tour. This is the railing that just goes through the wall. It's
All right, let's see.
Here's the windows.
Someone want to join us up here when we're looking through stuff? So, what say ye? That's weird.
What?
That bang. What say ye? I don't know if that was. I heard like a bang. So, what kind of secrets can you tell us about this house? That was just Josh. Oh, you're putting
that right there. So I won't be asking questions, but If someone wants to answer us out here, you can just come over to the fireplace and talk.
Yeah. So if you're too shy to come near us, which is understandable, you can go over to the fireplace and you can say something, and we'll hear it later when we're going through our recording. Or you can come right here next to me and say what you want. We're not going to judge you. How about this? I know you probably hear this a million times from everybody. Why don't we do shave and a haircut? Do you think you could respond to this for me?
Alrighty, so me and Kim are going to do a little like isolation session here. If you haven't watched our videos before, that's where she's going to be using the Ghost Box with headphones on, with noise canceling headphones, and I will be asking questions, and we'll see if there's basically any correlation between the things I ask and what she may or may not hear. If she can get the Ghost Box to work. It's been not the kindest to us this evening.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Is there anybody here that would like to speak with us right now? Were you once an owner of this house, or were you just a guest? Can you say the name of the person with the headphones on? Can you say my name?
Sound like spirits.
I just heard what sounded like footsteps in the other room.
Hello?
Was that you that I heard walking?
I did.
Well, are you in this room with us now then?
Babysat?
Are you in the room with us now? You said babysat earlier. I asked what you did in this house. Was that your job? Was there a family that you babysat for?
Memory. Relax.
Are you telling me relaxed? Why are you still here?
Me.
Why are you still here?
Who's asking?
I'm asking, why are you still here? Did you like being in
He
this house?
is.
All right, so now me and Kim are in the master bedroom. The weird oval one that's right above the dining room. We have the good old REM pod there. That's the K2s, all the good stuff, you know. Yeah.
Ball here too. If you touch that, it'll light up and flash.
Roll it out into the doorway. And it's gone.
And it's gone. It's there somewhere.
Well, I should be able to see if it flashes. So.
Okay. So there's a ball out in the hallway. If you want to play with that, you see what it did. You just touch it and it'll do stuff. And it'll let us know you're here.
Yep.
It's so weird how a lot of these places are like right on the main road.
Yeah. Still think you notice how much traffic noise there is until you're like trying to do something like this and you want silence.
Yeah, you're trying to be in like a quiet room and then it's like car,
you can't have
car,
that.
Train. I swear there's a train every like
Oh yeah, the train is
half
definitely
hour.
excessive, but
Oh,
cat bowl's going
cat
off.
bowl's going off. Okay. Can you do that again?
So yeah, overall, it seemed like a fairly uneventful night, but hopefully, I guess we'll catch some stuff from
Yeah.
the recordings and stuff we have, and we look back over footage. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think overall vibe was just not feeling too much
Yeah.
this particular night. I do say that it is like still a cool place to probably come check out regardless. It was fairly inexpensive, and yeah, it's definitely a cool historic building. But yeah, who knows though? We might find something really cool when we review this stuff. Sometimes that happens, but like, and like it was weird because we had stuff like weird stuff happening while doing the tour, and that like hearing the whistle, that thing kind of falling out of nowhere, and what else was it that happened to us when we were doing the tour? Or beforehand. There was something else. I don't remember what, but
Well, we heard the
laughing.
the laughing.
Yeah, the laughing,
Yeah.
which might have been outside, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, I don't know, because that was just, it sounded fake. It was just so
did,
strange.
But
It
there
sounded
no
like
toys up there.
Yeah.
That I could find. Like
it sounded
That's
like
weird.
a kid's toy with like a fake laugh on it, like not quite Tickle Me Elmo-ish, but like kind of like that.
yeah, like very like robotic and all of that. But yeah, so hopefully there'll be other stuff that you will see in the future that we do not know about at time of recording, inserted into the video. And if not, well, sometimes that is what it is. When you're doing ghost hunting, you don't always catch stuff. You know, things aren't happening every night. But yeah, let us know where you'd like to see us investigate next, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.